Hello everybody, this is Tyler from Today's Passion. I wanted to give you a quick run through of the wood shop and its progress. It's still early stages, I would say, but it's cold outside. We're getting some weather, so it's snowy and a little windy, so what better day for an inside tour. So it's a wood shop. I'm trying to stay focused on traditional hand tools with some power tools for other things, but it's not my primary focus for woodworking. I got some exterior or outer wall benches, and then I have an internal bench. That's my main woodworking bench. But I'll try to preface everything else by saying that it's in a process. There is junk and offcuts of wood and other miscellaneous tools all over the place. So please be nice and just enjoy the tour. I'll be quiet and I'll try to point out some miscellaneous things here and there, but I'll just show you what I got going, and I'll try to keep you guys along on any progress that I make here in the future. Thanks. Okay, so front wall here, that's right by the door coming into the shop. It's French cleats. I got my Traxall guide. I got some large clamps up high, tape storage, other kinds of stuff. Got my tape measures underneath right here. I got some other bar clamps that are down here behind this plywood and the sawhorses. I haven't built anything to hold them, and I'm not entirely sure I want to put them all on this wall anyway, so this is kind of just the temporary setup. Everything here is kind of temporary for right now until I kind of get things off the bench tops and on the walls and open up more space. I don't plan on everything living here, right here where they are right now, so temporary. So moving over to this side, we got my wood stove, not hooked up yet because metal has gone through the roof and things are very expensive. A lot more expensive than they were when I bought the stove, so that'll happen at some point. Wood stove, that's the primary heat for the building. I have a secondary electric heat source up top. There's a second floor to the shop. Upstairs I won't go into right now, but it's other uses that we'll make videos about later. Wood stove, I got some vintage Stanley hand screws here, drills essentially. One of them is a Yankee, which is a top-notch quality old school screwdriver or drill, I should say. My hatchet, my axe, and maul. I got some solar generators. That's the main backup for the house. These things are high capacity, high power, highfalutin, very cool. I'll do a video on those later as well. So this is my hand plane and my hand tools in general area, minus the miter saw. But I got old classic Stanley Bailey hand planes. I have some fancy new Lee Nielsen hand planes. I got new Stanley Bailey, which I would not do. That thing is not worth the money. I got some small clamps here. I got a granite slab here for leveling and smoothing out hand plane soles and whatever else you need. That's dead flat, and it came with a certificate. Other stuff, I got my Craig jigs and other things over here. Again, this will all be on the wall, chisels and all the different types of saws. Everything will be on the wall. Hopefully here if there's enough space. I might have to add some more up higher or something, I'm not sure, but this is my sharpening area. These are diamond plates, so everything that needs sharpening, the irons on the hand planes, the chisel edges, the files that you use for sharpening your saws, all that can get sharpened here. So spinning around, I'll go this way, sorry, making this dizzy. Stairs going upstairs, solar panels for the generators and the extension cord for it, so I can keep the generators inside if it's cold and then have the generators outside. Or no, have the generators inside, solar panels outside, sorry. Under the stairs right here, this little spot is gonna be kind of the home for my shop vac. I'm gonna have a retractable extension cord on a mount somewhere over here at some point, so that when I pull it out and done vacuuming, it'll just automatically retract instead of having to throw the cord in there and kick everything back. This is my wood storage area, and then I have a little metal cabinet here for miscellaneous screws and nails and other odds and ends. My sheet goods here, this is not how they're gonna stay permanently. This is just for the time being because I don't have a sheet goods cart. I'm debating on having a sheet goods cart right in front of this, and they're all on casters so I can wheel them out. So my intention originally was to have a sheet goods cart right in front on casters, wheel that out over that way, and then get to the wood offcuts or just blocks up here after I wheel it out, and then push it back in place. That way everything's free and clear and kind of neat and tidy. Up top here, I've got my large rolls of plastic and netting. That's for the garden and stuff like that, outside stuff. Mostly plant-related garden stuff. I have a double door here. That was originally to get the lawnmower. I have a riding lawnmower to get the lawnmower inside, and I was going to build a ramp, but unfortunately, due to clearances and a fence that I built, the ramp and then the ground is apparently a lot steeper than we thought it would be, so there's like a 2-foot drop. So for me to be able to get the lawnmower to clear, driving up into the concrete slab, it would have been a very long ramp, blocking the route behind the fence to the garden and the little fruit orchard area. So we nixed that. Lawnmowers in the garage until we get another little shed, and that's going to be all the other miscellaneous tool stuff, so we can keep this dedicated as a wood shop. Back to the tour, we got, that doesn't live there, it's temporary. Got the chainsaw and the bars and the chains and the chaps and everything else right here. Motor's still on the ground. Everything else is hanging and mounted right there. This whole area is my power tools wall. So I got some homemade cabinets. I use traditional woodworking techniques. So I got dovetails and sliding joints right there to slide those two pieces of wood together. So there's dovetails on all the corners and pieces to fit this all together. It's not pretty, but it's very strong and it's very sturdy. I'm gonna get better, more practice. But that was a first effort and it works very well. 3/4 inch plywood, it's heavy on its own, then you just put the tools into it. It's very heavy and it's not going anywhere. I got my charging station with a hole plugging in right there. Maybe I'll have a light underneath this cabinet at some point, I don't know yet. Window outside, it's snowing. Well, it might have stopped now, but that's my grandma's birdhouse. She made that before she passed, so gotta keep that. I got a little stool here with a little inside area where I can roll it in and keep it out of the walkway. Just miscellaneous storage. I got some old tools down here like my brad nailer and finish nailer and things that I don't use too often. They go down on the bottom. Radio, some books, those will go somewhere else. But yeah, I got miscellaneous storage all over this area. Some more tools. I try to keep this one as screwdrivers and drills and my router and router bits and all the bits for the screwdrivers. This is other stuff. I got a little mini skill saw, a large jigsaw, sander. I'm blanking on that name, but miscellaneous tools right here. And then this is another storage area. That's my liquids, glues, varnishes, stains, things like that. Behind the door and at the panel, we got power cords, ropes, all the totes that comes with all these tools. Sometimes those are going to go up there. I have a come along right here as well. And then we're back at the door and back where we started. So initial tour of the downstairs shop. Oh, I didn't show you the main part. That was the most important reason for coming down here. So turn you around again. And in the center where I'm going to do most of my woodworking is my 8-foot long traditional woodworking bench. So I'm going to have, because I'm left-handed, I'm going to have a quick release Veritas front vise right here. And at the far end, I'm going to have a Veritas twin screw vise, tail vise. If I can find it. I was just on Veritas's website this morning. I didn't see it on there anymore, so I'm not even sure they're going to make it or it's available, unless you can find it through a third party. But check out those vices if you're not familiar with them. Veritas makes great tools, including their vices. So yeah, this is 2x6s. They're laminated together. I'm still in the process of laminating some of these. I got to get the grain alternating to make it stronger so it's not cupping and all that kind of good stuff. 2x6s. I'll probably have it planed down to about 5 inches thick on top. There'll be some lateral boards and some legs, obviously. These Bora Speed Horses, they're supposed to hold up to 1,000 pounds, and this bench top is very heavy, and I'm not even finished, so they're getting put to the test right now. So yeah, thanks guys. That's all I wanted to show you. I'll keep you guys along on any progress that I make, and I'll try to show all the updates that I have. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I look forward to it, and I'll bring you along. Thanks. Bye-bye.